GM KentPhilly again, here with my buddy ReGexBustert, and we want to talk to you about StakeRocketPool's token delegation program. We keep it short and simple here because our attention, like yours, may be short. So, you know who I am. I want to pass the mic over to my friend here who we haven't met yet in IRL, but the work we've been doing remotely for the Rocket Pool community over the last couple of months has been energizing. And so without further ado, pass it over to my buddy RegXBuster. For
Hi, oh, my name is ReGexBustert. I'm a freshman cybersecurity engineer, but I'm starting to get into the crypto space, and it's really interesting. I've been doing some analysis of the last couple rocket pool proposals, and I find the space really interesting and something that's really important for the future of digital technology.
Why is it important to you? Tell us more.
I think the idea of a centralized internet is honestly a bit alarming. I think there should be more of an emphasis on self-hosted internet infrastructure as well as decentralization of funds and other like communications devices, um, such as just general text messaging or all the way up to like banking and paying money and such.
Yeah, for sure, the social stuff. We're all on the same page here. So really glad that you are our lead partner on a university level to help us improve our governance decision making for Rocket Pool. Are you willing to share your screen and we can, first talk about what this token delegation program is?
Yeah, so you'll have to allow screen sharing, which I think is
Uh,
in the settings, but I definitely can.
Definitely in the settings. Shows. It's just mine. Here, how do we do it in the meeting? What about now, my friend?
Oh, that seems to work.
Dope.
Um, we'll
Yeah, I
share.
like that balloon in the background. That actually, yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, I drew that when I was like 12, so or painted it when I was like 12, so
It's,
yeah.
it's funny. I have one in the back where I painted some street art of a little girl on hanging some balloons up in the air. I
Ah,
think
okay,
it's a
that's
good
cool.
analogy for being optimistic.
Yeah. All right.
Anyways, thanks for sharing your screen. I just wanted to highlight for our global friends here this little blog post that highlights what this program is. And we're in essence just trying to leverage what the best VCs have done to get better decision making into the community of Rocket Pool. No other um, investment firm or group is helping to lead university integration into Rocket Pool beyond ourselves that we know of. We hope that there'll be more. And so you can read this blog post. RegXBustert is our lead at the University of Cincinnati, who has a very robust program. Um, and so I like to keep it short and simple and want to pass it over to RegXBustert to go into how this program actually works. We don't need to read the blog post for you. You can reference it yourself. Can I pass it over you to go over to the snapshot?
Yeah, of course. So blog post, but we also have our own snapshot page. And here's an example of the last one that we actually ended up doing for Rocket Pools. This is our like internal, so we can delegate and make voting together before we actually vote on the main proposals. So for example, this was for the GMC membership selection. And so three of us ended up voting um, different votes, obviously, um, which allowed us to then go and take our actual delegation tokens and vote on the real proposals. And so far we have ones for the past like 3 proposals. So we have one for the RPIP 18 update, or the RPIP 10 update, and then the nominations through RPIP 18. And then we also have the IMC member selection that was just in April. So pretty cool.
Can you dive into your analysis of what you did in for the last one of April for the IMC members, if you're open to it?
Yeah, so I wrote just I say small, it's not as small as it could be, but I wrote a small little analysis of the members that were proposed and what they've done, and who I think probably should be the people that we should put up to the nominee, and who should we should keep an eye on for future, because they seem to be rising like stars in the community. So I took a small bit of time to look over their alignment statements and such on the Rocket Pool forum, and then compiled it into a about a paragraph a person analysis of the individual aspects of what I like about their contributions to Rocket Pool and what I see in them for actual IMC nominations, as well as potentially some links to work they've done, just so people can get a better idea of what they've been working on. And on top of all of that, I've also condensed my findings just down to a short, like 2 bullet point analysis, just so if somebody wants a very top level idea of what I'm thinking, they can see it there as well.
That's super helpful. And a quick question for the audience. Does the IMC pay the members, or is this a volunteer-based role?
If I remember correctly, I believe it's a volunteer-based role.
I think you're right. I was putting you on the spot, even though I'm supposed to know more than you. But that just shows how quickly you can get ramped up and how much demand there is in my mind to participate in governance. So
uh,
cool. Well, this was like such great analysis, way more than, my collective friends and I would have done via the Stake Rocket Pool group. And we're hoping that over time, this incentive management committee becomes more and more diversified. So that doesn't matter where the individuals are, what they look like, or their preferences outside of how to make the Rocket Pool ecosystem healthier and stronger and more resilient. We do know that with the latest Atlas update, that's super exciting and more are getting into the community. So we hope this program helps university students get involved. And so we're looking for others to reach out and get involved. That's my little shout out here. And want to then pass it back over to you, ReGexBustert, to share anything else you want to. And I definitely have a couple more questions for you.
If you want to see my past or future analyses, I actually don't know where the link is, but if you follow me at RegExBuster on Twitter, all one word, I'll be sure to post the analyses as I finish them.
You can clearly tell that we're experts at creating streaming content, and we know this is going to be watched by millions of people, and just like so excited to get free tokens for what we're doing here. But I think we should drop your handle in the chat. I wanted to hear your thoughts as you opened up with your belief in decentralization and feel the same. How what about Rocket Pool do you think uh, like you're most passionate about, or anything else about the Rocket Pool community that, could be a rock that university students could unturn?
I I really like for Rocket Pool the idea of like personalized self-hosted staking ability, because it is really hard for solo stakers to stake by themselves on Rocket Pool, like, or on the like Ethereum chain, because it takes so much capital to even be able to stake in the first place. So by being able to host your own like node to stake and be um, kind of like subsidized, maybe is the term, but you're given like capital to help work and improve the overall like incentive pool of Rocket Pool by staking, and you get a decent cut out of all of it is something that's really important and really good for decentralization of money and like incentivizing the like um, like the the increase in like um what is it, like you're decentralizing the ability to profit off of investing money. So by allowing yourself to like stake on your own machine, you're giving opportunities to more and more people to put in their own small bits of Ethereum and stake themselves, while also being able to invest in the whole infrastructure and come out with a nice chunk yourself. And I think something that people could look into more is definitely, I know there's been some debates about how voting should be handled because um, I believe they give you voting or tokens based on like if you're self-hosting, how much money you have in the system. And I think people getting in and analyzing the different ways to um, like share voting tokens between members so that there's not big whales just voting how they want the protocol to work, but it's a lot more decentralized, and a majority of people could still like change the system if they thought it was beneficial for the everyman instead of just like just a whale, whatever they would like to do.
That is very interesting. So basically, the R ETH holders should be able to vote. And just because they don't have enough capital to become a node operator, which is 8 ETH now, used to be 16 ETH, as well as the RPL to collateralize your node, currently they can't vote. So that's, to me, the opportunity there is for a DAO to step up, where the DAO um, leverages our ETH to then get create more nodes and then get more voting power that way. I don't know. That's very interesting. Um, you
I
know,
definitely am not saying like take the voting power away from those who put in the time and the infrastructure to post pools for people to put their like to invest in, because I do think you need to have skin in the game to be able to vote in the game. It's like give and take. It's a give and take thing. So
yeah, but if
definitely
you could
don't.
lock up your, our ETH for a period of time, then that could show that you're committed to the community. You just don't have enough yet to be able to be a node operator.
Yeah,
And
that
that's
would work.
really what we're looking for is the ecosystem to grow. So what a fantastic idea. And university students or accelerators want to take that. Ben will take 0% right now, but he would love a shout out and a 10% cut on anyone who starts that company. Um, that's all I've got. Hopefully my jokes have been entertaining. Anything else from you, my friend?
I think I'm all good. Thank you.
Cool. Thanks. Talk to you all again soon. Stop recording.